What's up guys, I'm Dan from Town & Country Marine. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Nitro Z18 Pro Pack. Let's check it out. This boat has a length overall of 18.8 feet. We also have a total package weight of 3,200 pounds, making it easily towable for all mid to small SUVs and all trucks. We're also gonna have a storage length of 21'3" with a swing tongue on the front, making it very easy to fit in most garages. This Nitro Z18 is equipped with Nitro's NVT hull, the Vortec hull. Now this is a little bit different than most boats because our hull actually is gonna have parabolic curves instead of traditional straights. Now what this is gonna do for us is one, it's gonna improve our hole shot, getting a little air under the boat, and most of all, it's gonna create a lot of lift, getting the boat right up out of the water, air underneath it, getting you the highest top speed possible. Also equipped on our Z18 Pro Pack, we do have a standard feature keel guard that's gonna protect the bottom of the boat if you wanna beach it or when you're rubbing on rocks, fishing in the shallows. So guys, in the transom of the NVT hull here, the first thing you're gonna notice is this big setback we have. So your transom's actually set back, which is gonna create this really nice flat pad along the back, which is gonna offer a lot of stability when you're walking around fishing on the boat when stationary. We're also gonna have this big notch out through here, and this is what's called the RPS, or rapid planing system. What it's going to do is force fresh water through that notch, which gives fresh water to the prop, which means no aerated water, which reduces cavitation and increases our hole shot. All right guys, we are up in the business end of the Nitro Z18. Now this is gonna be where guys are spending most of their time. So the first thing we have equipped on the Nitro Z18 Pro Pack, standard is a Lowrance Ghost 24-volt trolling motor. Now as we all know, this is the brushless trolling motor. So if you do wanna run it up to a 36-volt system, there is room for an additional tray in the back of the Z18. We have this nice recessed foot pedal well here. It's gonna keep your foot pedal nice and flush with the deck. It's gonna reduce your fatigue in your lower back throughout the day. We're gonna have a nice cup holder up in the front, as well as a tool holder for any quick, easy access pliers and things like that. Now with all Nitro Pro Pack boats, we are gonna have two standard fish finders. The Z18 comes with the new Lowrance Elite 7 FS graphs. The nice thing is it's actually a one boat network. They're paired together. So your Lowrance fish finder transducer is actually gonna be built right into the Ghost, giving you down imaging and side imaging up in the bow of the boat. I just want to touch on how clean the setup is in the front here. First thing you're going to notice is all your wiring is tucked up and away and hidden. We have no excess cables running down through the trolling motor. With all Nitros, we're also going to have this nice nylon plate up in the front here. So for the guys who want to put new graphs on, install any add-ons, you can screw into the plate nice and easily. And if you want a nice fresh look, it's as easy as unscrewing the plate and screwing a new plate right on. Lastly, just a little extra detail that they take. If you'll even notice, your trolling motor even has a piece on the carpet built in, so it does not mark your carpet up. All right guys, so in the deck of the Z18 here, first of all, we have a width or beam of the boat of 7'10", which gives us this nice full width deck and a total square footage of 34 square feet. Also, my favorite option up in the front portion of the deck, we have this raised padding. This is called the optional anti-fatigue mat, giving you an additional inch of padding up in the front, gonna reduce the fatigue on your lower back throughout the day. So on this deck, we are gonna have an abundance of storage. We have dual-sided rod lockers on here with the ability to hold flipping sticks of up to 8 feet long. We're also gonna have this huge center tackle bay, which is gonna give you a massive area that's drainable to put your baits throughout the day. We also have two additional hidden cup holders in here. On the starboard side here, we do have the same locker that can hold rods up to 8 feet. Now Nitro takes it a step further. We even have a fire extinguisher that's actually mounted up on the wall. And we're gonna have mounts built in for things like our navigation light, as well as our seat pedestals for the front and rear decks. And the most important thing is gonna stop these from banging around when you're actually driving across the water. Standard on all Nitro boats, we have this massive cooler built in here. A couple cool features with it. Removable trash can to keep your trash and your ice separate. This cooler is also foam filled. It's gonna hold your ice throughout the day, nice and drainable, so you're gonna pull that plug and let the water drain into the bottom of the boat. Last nifty option, built in, we do have this snap-in sandwich tray. That's gonna keep your sandwiches out of the ice, keeping it nice and dry throughout the day. All right guys, so we're up in the cockpit of the boat here, and the first thing I want to touch on is just how comfortable these seats are. Designed by Kevin Van Dam, they're actually a NASCAR-inspired seat to give you that comfort and support that you need for the long days on the water. Also, just to the left of us here, you'll notice we do have a strapped rod storage that's going to allow you to add 6 additional rods, rigged, ready to go right up the side of the boat. Something you can opt into with the Z18 is adding a dual console. So it's really nice because when you're purchasing the boat, you don't actually have to decide out the gate if you want single or dual console. For some days when you're out by yourself, 3 quick thumb screws and the console pops out. When you have your buddy out with you or friends and family, as easy as throwing the console in, 3 thumb screws, and you're ready for a day on the water with 2 consoles. All right guys, we're in the Helm of the Nitro Z18 Pro Pack, and let's just talk about the dashboard. First thing, you have all of our instruments laid out on the outside, so they're not going to be interfered with our wheel as we're scooting across the water. We also have a standard with the Pro Pack, Lowrance Elite FS7 graph built in with full Navionics chip capabilities. And the nice thing about this graph is it does come with the total scan transducer, so you do get your down imaging and your side scan on this unit as well. We have really easy to hit illuminated switches, full Teleflex tilt steering to give you a little bit of extra room. And then just notice the nice cutout that they do add on the console here, just to give your knees and leg room just a little bit extra for the bigger guys fitting in behind this console. Optional on this boat, and with all Nitros, we do have the hot foot throttle and the Pro trim lever. I bring these on every single Nitro boat. It's going to keep 2 hands on the wheel and give you the most control when you're in top speed on these boats. So down here beside the hot foot, we do have the standard feature ram mount phone holder. And one of the coolest features about this console, have a fully removable windshield, and underneath that windshield, there's actually a full cutout to give you access to all the wiring in behind your dashboard. Guys, we're on the rear deck of the boat, and we're just gonna check out the batteries, the storage, and the live well system of your rear deck here. So first thing I wanna note on is we do have lockable storages on every compartment. So if you do wanna lock your gear and leave it in the boat overnight, you're completely okay to do that. Now down in here, we have this really cool bin system. So we actually have a bin built in here that's fully removable, that actually fits your Plano series boxes right in here. Now what a lot of my customers really like is if you do go on a tournament and you're in a hotel overnight, you can grab your bin, take all your baits to the hotel room, rig your rods, bring it back down, drop it in the boat, and you're ready to go for the day. Also in the back, Nitro's patented Guardian live well system. This is a blue-walled live well system with large baffling on the top. It's gonna stop the water from sloshing out as you're driving around the lake. And we also have nice rounded corners in there. It's gonna stop the fish from getting stuck in the corner and just make the fish a little bit happier and reduce the stress while they're in the boat during the tournament. In the back of the boat here, we do have access to our batteries. First thing you'll notice, the door does open to the outside of the boat, not the inside like a lot of bass boats, giving you much easier access into your batteries. You'll note we do have center mounted trolling motor batteries here, keep the weight nice and centered. And also built in here, we do have a power switch. So at the end of the day, you can just come in, flick that switch. It's gonna turn all your electronics and everything off and not ghost any power during the evening. Standard on the Pro Pack Z18. In the side here, you'll see we have a Gen 30 bank charger. So when you're done for the day, you can plug the boat in right at the rear here, and that is going to tend your cranker and trolling motor batteries. On the deck of the boat, just behind the rear seat, you'll notice this nifty net setup. You can strap your net right in, slides right behind your passenger seat for easy access when you have a fish on the line. With the Nitro NVT hull, all Nitros are also gonna have an anti-backwash transom. So if you'll notice the shape and design of this transom, when you do come off plane and the boat settles back into the water, you're not gonna have any of that backwash come over the transom. This is gonna keep you dry and also all the gear in your storages nice and dry. Also on the back of the boat here, we do have a single step ladder for the hot days. If you just want to jump in and cool down quickly, you can flick this down. You have a nice grab handle and anti-slip pad when you're stepping back up into the boat. On the back of the Nitro Z18, the heart of the beast is the Mercury 150 Pro XS. Now this boat can hold 3 different engine options. You can do the standard 150, the Pro XS, and then for the guys that want to run real fast, we do have the 175 Pro XS available. This 150 Pro XS reaches an additional 300 RPM higher over your standard 150 engine. It's going to give you a higher top speed, reaching about 60 miles an hour in this boat. One of my favorite features about these Pro XS engines for the bass boat guys running in that skinny water, we're gonna have low water pickups on the front of the bullet. This is great for the guys that like running skinny water, have that prop trimmed right up, and that engine is gonna keep pulling water no matter how high you trim. Thanks for watching the video, folks. I'm Dan from Town & Country Marine. If you have any questions about any Nitro boats or the Z18, feel free to reach out.